And more importantly, you're getting frustrated because you're, wait a minute, I'm not getting acknowledged. I'm putting all this work in. I'm doing all of this work and I'm not getting acknowledged for the work that I'm doing. There's nobody paying attention, nor do they care.
Welcome to Cards and Constellations with Bonnie Morris and Don Rumor Rivera from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here, we blend astrology and tarot to guide you through the twists and turns for the week ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share. Let's dive into your cosmic journey together.
Oh, during these trying times, we need to find some answers, and I'm trying to help you out here with some tarot. Let's get to it, Virgo, and find out what the message is for you this week. Your first card out is a Five of Wands. That Five of Wands is a bit trying, but the good part is it's not a Five of Swords. Because a Five of Swords is surrender, and so you're not ready to surrender yet. You're ready to struggle and fight, but there is a struggle going on. My question will be, and it'll be answered in the next card or two, but I already have an inclination of where this is going. Is it an internal struggle or is it an external struggle? Again, in other words, is it all about you? Is it in your feelings? It's in your emotions? Is it in your way in which you're dealing with things? It's your logic? Or are we having issues with some else? Or are we having to watch as people have issues with each other? That's a good question. The next card out tells us it's the World card. Yeah, it's the World card. Oh, Virgo, you're having an issue with the world. You're having an issue with you're not only having an issue with somebody outside of you, again, an external situation where you're having a conflict, but you're also frustrated with what's happening with you, your progress, and how you're moving forward in your career, in your business, in your job, in your life. So this is a deal. This is again is your frustration with progress and with the speed at which you're getting things done. And this is an internal struggle to you because you're saying, hey, why not me? What is it? I'm working hard. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm checking each of the boxes. I'm trying to put out a good product. I'm trying to give a good service. I'm trying to be helpful. I'm trying to do the marketing. I'm trying to do these things. And yet it's not taking, nothing's working. What's happening? This could be a same situation where you're working your butt off at work and you can't seem to make progress because as soon as you get things done, more is coming. And more importantly, you're getting frustrated because you're, wait a minute, I'm not getting acknowledged. I'm putting all this work in. I'm doing all of this work and I'm not getting acknowledged for the work that I'm doing. There's nobody paying attention, nor do they care. This could be a situation where you're giving a whole lot to your relationship and the other person isn't really caring because they're like, okay, it's expected for you to give me all that attention, expected for you to lavish me with wonderful gifts and love and whatever, but I don't have to do that for you. And so, Virgo, can we talk? Can we talk? All right. And Virgo, am I off? Let me know. Send me a message. I'm not off. There is something in your life that is trying to do, something that is pressing your buttons because it's not giving back the effort you're putting forward. So let me know, Virgo. Tell me, is it your job? Is it your career? Is it your work? Is it your company that you're owning yourself? Is it your business, your service, your product? Could it be your significant other, your spouse? Could it be your children? Could it be your parents? There are folks out there who are not giving back to you the extent at which you're putting forward. There are things again that aren't coming back to you, and I'm getting again, it's external to you, so it's not an internal conflict situation. You are not wrong. Let me get that point clear. You are not wrong. You are not getting back what it is you're putting out. That is true. I'm verifying that fact because this is saying it's on the external side. I like this here. It's time this is a boundary. This is a fresh start. This is the Fool card. So we have the World card and the Fool card. So what this is telling you are two major arcana cards. The minor arcana cards tell you left, right, forward, backwards, but nothing more than that. So it's a temporary directional change. The major arcana cards tell you something has to change or something will change, and when it does, whatever the major arcana card is directing, that direction, that change, that motion will be a long-term situation, a longer-term situation. So this is telling me that this has been going on for a while, so there's no surprise there. We both know what it is. That's why I said, tell me what it is, because again, this is saying it's been a while. And this is saying you got to change it. And this is going to be a change for the best and moving forward. And it's going to take hold and therefore make a change. So do you need to have a conversation? Absolutely. Is it with the loved one? Is it a fair, is it your significant other, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend? Is it your parent? Is it your child? Is it your friend? Do you need to draw new boundaries? Do you have to have the conversation and say, hey, look, I need some more. I need something more. This relationship, this situation is not working because I believe I'm giving more than I'm receiving. And so we have to do something to balance this out. Okay. Don't be afraid to ask. You need to ask. This is the time to ask. Remember, you have to create new boundaries. All right. If it's a situation around work and around what you're putting in at work and so forth, you have to look and say, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? And how am I not connecting to what I need to connect to? Reach out, connect to the world, find the people who can help you with this. Find those resources who can help you with marketing, who can help you with the research to understand better the audience whom you're serving. And therefore, maybe you can connect with a different message because it could be messaging. But more importantly, know that, or check out and find out, okay, what is it? Again, I'm getting the feeling it's not the product or service. It's an external situation. So there's not a meeting of the minds. That's the thing. It's not a meeting of the minds. You have to find a way to get your message to connect. You got to be able to find your ability to have your employer truly see the value in what you do. And that's, again, part of how you can do that. How do you change your activity to make sure, or your way in which you speak about yourself or what you do? Maybe you downplay yourself too much. Maybe, oh, well, that's nothing. No, it's not nothing. You just spent 3 days on a project and they just toss it in the can. You're like, oh, what just changed? No, you need to acknowledge the fact that I spent 3 days. We need to know that's hard work. That goes down the tubes, but I did 3 days of hard work. I mean, again, one of those things. This is so you need to speak up this week. You need to make your voice clear. Once you set your boundaries, I love this because this is the 10 of Wands is saying this drama, this feeling, this struggle will go away. It's going to be taken care of. So again, if you are talking about your own business or your own service or whatever, then you will find by creating the boundaries and by doing it, you will find that you get what you needed and are able to then move forward because you step back and you looked and then you said no. If you are in relationship situations, or if you're in, again, when it comes to family or business or whatever, or even your employers or those things, when you set that boundary, you're going to see that now that both parties understand the boundary, having that understanding of that boundary gives them something to shoot for they may not even have been aware of. That's the interesting thing. Is it like I didn't realize I wasn't fulfilling you enough. I didn't realize I didn't acknowledge you enough. I did not realize that I wasn't sending the right messages. Please forgive me, they'll say, and then they're like, okay, or please let's work together. Help me with this. And then they'll come back to you though, and they'll say, you have to also do a better job at reminding me because again, I don't know if you don't show me. And that's where you come in. That's again part of what you're doing. So this week, you need to step up. You need to stand up, Virgo. You need to say, hey, look, let's have a conversation about me. Let's change the thing because I usually don't. Today, it's about me. It's all about me. And look at me. Look at me. Am I the drama? Yes, I am. As my friend Angie said, am I the drama? Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the conversation. And it needs to be about you. It needs to be about your boundaries, what you do expect and what you accept. And in the past, you may have expected and accepted less, but you're not doing that anymore. To create the boundary, and then down the road, when your boundaries that you set and that both parties agreed to are crossed, then you remind them, hey, we had this conversation. Do you remember? And I said this, and this is one of those times. The good part is it deflates and it reduces conflict. Because again, you've already agreed to them. You've already said, hey, these are the ground rules moving forward. And so therefore, if either of us violate these, we can have this conversation. And so that's an agreed kind of thing, which is wonderful. So then you say, hey, look, we had the conversation. Remember that? And I said this would happen. Well, this is one of those times. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. You're right. You're right. That kind of thing. It really does. It helps to avoid conflict because again, usually if people know the ground rules and they know the rules of the game, if they violate those rules, they do want to know that they did violate them, and then they fall back in line. So again, by putting them all out there, you protect yourself. So this week, Virgo, you need to speak up, you need to stand up, you need to shout, and you need to say, hey, look, this is who I am, where I am, what I am, and this is what I will accept, and this is what I won't accept. But I need to be heard, I need to be seen, I need to be acknowledged, I need to be loved, I need to be treated well. whatever the situation might be. And more importantly, if you need help in getting your business message across, if you need help getting your product, your service across, then reach out to the people and say, hey, look, I need help. They will come to you. I promise you, they will step in and give you what you need. There are choices to be made. You can ignore what I'm saying. You can ignore what I'm saying at your peril. But if you don't ask the questions, if you don't get out there and make the rules, don't be surprised if things don't change. You need to make a change. It's on you this week. It is on you this week. I just said that. I'm repeating because you needed to hear it. You know, don't worry about what's happened in the past. Let's not spend our time in the past worrying about, no, stop it. Just say, look, moving forward, we're not going back. Look, we're not going back. Moving forward, this is what we're doing. And again, this is going to take some time. It's a journey to get through this, and they're going to have, and the learning processes take some time too. And again, they're going to test the boundaries, and you need to confirm that, hey, you crossed the boundary. But when you do, look at this, you're going to be sleeping so much better. This is the 10. You're bringing a frustration to an end. You're bringing a problem to an end. You're bringing something to an end, and that is the things that keep you from moving forward. And part of that is internal to you because of how you see yourself and what you're doing, and you haven't externalized it to the people who are doing it to you. So again, we're externalizing it, and we're putting a lot to rest. It's a heavy week, a good week, but a week for you to step up, do what you need to do. And when you do, you will see the positive response as you step up and you share with people your beliefs, your feelings, and your boundaries. Please share my video because somebody else needs to hear this. They truly need to hear this. And maybe that'll help make your point as well. So share this with family and friends, share this with whoever. Additionally, hit that subscribe button. I make it easy because on the lower right-hand corner of your screen is a subscribe button. Click that button and you will subscribe. I appreciate it. Turn the bell on so you get notices when I post or when I go live. If you are on Sonoran Mystic Tarot at this time, please pop over to Your Love Goddess, which is Miss Bonnie's channel, and hit it over there. If you are on her channel, then pop over to mine, Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Sonoran like the desert, Mystic, that's who I am, and Tarot is what I do. So Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and hit that subscribe button.
Okay, before we get to the astrology and tarot, let's take a look at the moon for the week of September 15th through the 21st. And this week on Sunday, the 21st, we'll have the new moon. That's where the sun and the moon are conjunct, or what we call a cazimi. And that's where they block out the light, so you don't see the moon at all. That's the time to write down those intentions. We always talk about planting those seeds. So wherever it is that you're keeping track of those, whether it's your journal, your calendar, your diary, your phone, whatever, write it down. Make sure you know exactly what you're working on, what project you're going to do, so that, this is the important part, on May 23rd of next year, when we have the first quarter, which is at 2 degrees of Virgo, and that's when we do all the work. You'll be able to go back and find out what project you're working on. Tell me down below, where is it that you keep your intentions written? Do you have a special safe place? Leave us a comment and let us know. Now for the void of course. Sunday on the 14th, we enter a void of course at 28 degrees 59 minutes of Gemini. This was at 10:46 p.m. And we returned into the sign of Cancer on the 15th at 12:30 a.m. On the 17th, Wednesday, at 3:13 a.m., at 28 degrees of Cancer, we begin another void of course until 5:20 a.m., when it enters into the sign of Leo. Then, on the 19th, we begin another void at 12:21 p.m. at 29 degrees of Leo until 12:23 p.m. Now, that is probably our record short void of course. It's only 2 minutes long. It will then enter into the sign of Virgo. Virgo, as the kite was there last week, it's still there this week, and Mercury is one of those 3 planets on the tail, which makes Mercury opposite Neptune. And that reflects that push me, pull you between clarity and dreaminess. You may vacillate between brilliant insight and mental fog, and sometimes even find it difficult to articulate your thoughts with precision. Still, you often will possess a deep intuitive sense of people in situations. You'll thrive when surrounded by compassionate, creative people who help you stay grounded. You may have an incredibly focused mind this week, as Mercury is in the harmonic trine with Pluto, giving you the ability to communicate within intensity and purpose. You will be perceptive, articulate, and emotionally intelligent, and how you express deep truths. Your interest may often include subjects like psychology, transformation, or the mysteries of life. You'll speak with quiet authority and have a natural ability to influence and inspire others. Refinement and responsibility are emphasized this week. You are focused on improving routines, health, and productivity. You may have some tasks that have been piling up, but your eye is on the detail and ensuring that nothing slips through those cracks. It's also a great time to address wellness. Small adjustments in diet, rest, or exercise will pay off quickly. In relationships, kindness in small actions speaks louder than dramatic words. Financially, cautious steps are best here. And by the weekend, a sense of accomplishment and clarity will help you relax and enjoy the progress you've made.
Oh, man, I'm excited for you. I'm extremely excited for you, Virgo, for you to speak your truth, for you to hold your power, own your power, be in your glory, and bring everybody into alignment with you. Therefore, that there's no division between you and the people you love, because they love you too. They just need to know what the rules of engagement are. Okay. With that said, love, light, and blessings from Miss Bonnie and her family, me and my family, to you and to yours. Until next week, folks, please stay strong, stay determined, and most importantly, own your power and stay in your light. It's going to be a good one. I promise you. Have an amazing week. Bye-bye.